see that? I'm supposed to learn music theory with that. That's complete nonsense. That is just, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You see it? Oh, wow. Hi, my name is David Wallerman. In this video, we're going to talk about all the wrong notes, the notes you don't want to land on. I'm talking about notes like this one, or this one, or even this one. These are not notes you want to land on. However, these wrong notes can sound pretty awesome if used in the right context, if used sporadically and with the right rhythm phrasing, the right intent. We're going to be in the key of G minor in this video. I'm going to share with you my favorite 4 chromatic licks. Why 4? Because the 5th one is on my friend Robert Baker's channel. You should watch that video at the end of this one. I invited Robert to share one of his top 5 chromatic licks as well. It's in this video. Just grab your guitar. The tabs are going to be on the screen for your convenience. You can download those, of course, and the backing track that I'm using for free. The link is below. I'll tell you all about it at the end of this video. But for now, grab your guitar, sit back. Don't relax too much because I want you to learn these licks and apply them to your own playing. Here's lick number 1. For this lick, we are in the key of G minor. We're going to consider G minor pentatonic, and we're going to play in the 1st and 2nd position. We're going to start with the 2nd position, and here, what we're doing, we're sliding into the 2nd string 8th fret, like that, right? You slide from anywhere you want, really. It's more of an effect type of thing. And then we're going to play this wrong note, which is the blue note, and that one, I'm hitting it with the pinky here. On the 1st string, 9th fret. And then we're going to go back to the original note, and then 1 fret lower, which is a good note. Back to the original note, 1 fret lower, we're on the 7th fret, and 6th note. So this is the kind of effect we have. Right? And that original note that I will go back to, like that, it's more of an effect. It's more of a ghost note. Yes, my finger is on that note, but I'm kind of muting it. It's more of a percussive effect like that. Then, after that, here's what's happening. That's a wrong note right there. This note is also the blue note. I love this kind of, I do that a lot in my playing, where you start with a wrong note, go in a good note, and then slide back, and that's the transition to that 1st position. Something along those lines. Let me play this lick again one more time for you. That was lick number 1. Here it is an octave higher. Why not? This lick is also in G minor pentatonic. This time we're only using that 1st position. There are a lot of blue notes in there. The blue note is a wrong note that you're adding to your minor pentatonic. It's right in between the 4th and the 5th. It's, as a matter of fact, so often used that it sometimes doesn't sound like a wrong note. I don't like to say that a note is good or bad, but hopefully you know what I mean. It doesn't really fit the chord that you're playing. It clashes with one of the notes of the chord. But this is the lick, again, very rhythm orientated. If this is our rhythm, 3, 4. That's our lick. That's the idea. Okay, so there's really no difficulty. The main thing here to keep in mind is to keep a steady rhythm flow. So we're in 16th notes, 4 notes per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Taka, 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 taka. Also, this passage here, where you have a succession of wrong notes, good note, wrong, good, that chromatic passage there. I'm doing some pull-offs there. And feel free to apply and adapt this lick in other areas of the fretboard. And you can do it an octave higher, obviously. But you can even experiment with playing this lick in a different position, maybe somewhere here. For example, let's try that over the backing track. So, taka, 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 taka. Kind of works, right? So why does it work? It works because even though the notes are sometimes really out there, especially if you don't play that lick within the original position, there is still something that the listener can hang on to, and that's the rhythm. Rhythm oftentimes is more important than the choice of notes, and that happens here. So that's lick number 2. Let's move on to lick number 3. One more time. This lick uses the 5th position of the G minor pentatonic scale. Again, rhythm phrasing, rhythm placement is very important. We're using 16th notes. So if this is your backing track, that's your tempo. So there's a lot of that going on in the back of your mind. Really, really steady in the rhythm. That's really going to help. Even if you hit the wrong note, as long as you have that tempo really locked in, that's going to serve you. So we're using the 4th position of a minor pentatonic scale. Here's that position. Within that position, it's important to know where your root is in the key of G, because that's going to give you the context, the home, and you're going to be able to target the intervals that you want more efficiently. But here's that position from the lowest string to the highest string. We have 2 notes per string here. We're in the minor pentatonic context. We have frets 10, 13, 10, 13. That 10 right there is the root that I want you to visualize. So 10, 13, and then we have 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 13, and 10, 13. And we're starting with a succession of good notes and bad notes right there, right? So the first one is yeah, maybe, yeah. All right, over the backing track, yeah, maybe, yes. Right? Okay. Once we have this, we're going to descend. What did I play? I can't remember. That's where the rhythm is really important. Yep, that's what I played. Rhythm really helps, right? Okay, great. So, note to the editor. You can leave all this in. For those of you who don't know or are watching this, I have a friend editing my videos. Devin, thank you very much. Clap for Devin, who's doing such a good job with all these edits. But anyways, we will continue with this lick. So that's what we have. So that's the tricky part right there. Right there. Actually, that part, because we have a succession of right notes. What do I mean by right? Well, if you don't know, you probably missed that video that was released, I think, last week, where instead of visualizing the intervals, we look at the scale and think in terms of left note, right note, because there are a lot of interesting things and ideas what you can do like that. So we've got a succession of right notes. From our perspective, the notes that are towards the bridge. And so fingering-wise, it's a little weird, a little different. We've got pinky, ring, middle. but I think that's the best way to play it. And then we got this slide thing. So we got a lot of wrong notes, a lot of right notes, but again, the important part is the rhythm placement. Take a look at the tabs on the screen and of course the tabs below. I'll play this one more time for you with this backing track. That's the rhythm placement. And we're ending on that root. Super useful lick. That was lick number 3. I'll meet you in lick number 4. Lick number 4 uses the 5th position of the G minor pentatonic scale. And what's important here is, of course, the rhythm and to understand kind of how it's built. The concept around this lick is that you do have the right notes, which in this case are the minor pentatonic scale notes. Those are kind of like your skeleton. Those are the notes that are safe, right? And in between, you can fill in the blanks. And you'll have some completely wrong notes and some notes that might work depending on what you think you're playing over, how you consider this backing track, which is just one chord. And over one chord, this is a 4-note chord, there are multiple options. You can play Dorian, Aeolian, Phrygian. I kind of like to consider it Dorian because we're in a modern, funky type of context. That's the flavor that fits the best, I think. But the idea here is that you have those strong notes, the minor pentatonic scale notes, and then in between you fill in the emptiness. And so we're starting from the top there, the highest note that we have within that position. Really quick, for those of you who don't know that position, here it is. From the lowest string to the highest string, we have frets 13, 15, 13, 15, 12, 15, 12, 15, 13, 15, and 13, 15. Those are your strong notes. Those are the skeleton, the bones. They're strong and safe. And we're going to fill in the blanks. So that's kind of our concept here. Make sure that you have the 16th notes in the back of your mind. Taka, 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 something like that. I'll play that slow for you. If this is our tempo, taka, taka, 2, 3, 4. And we're landing on a strong note. Here it is again. And I'm not picking every note. You could if you wanted to. It's just a different type of sound. Or you can play legato like I did. It's up to you, but that's the concept of this lick. So study it, and we're going to take a look at Robert's lick now.
Well, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? What is cooking, good lookins? My name is Robert. Thank you so much to David for letting me hop on over here and share this lick, playing all kinds of bad notes and hopefully making them sound right. So the lick you heard there in the beginning, over the backing track that David provided, thank you, David, is this. So I'll play it slow once for you, that way you can kind of see how it's laid out. And then I'll break down it. It's basically to me like little sections all tying together. So probably hear birds outside. I don't know what's happening out there. But here we go. This is what we got. So it goes like this. So here's what we have going on with this one. So we start out here in box number 2 of our G minor pentatonic scale. Now I'm going to go 6 to 7 on the highest string. Now that 7 is what we're calling bad note. It's our major third. It totally sounds great. It's just not part of our minor pentatonic scale. Now I'm going to go to, 8 on the B, 7 on the G, okay? And I'm going to go to 6 to 8 on the B. Okay, so then I'm going to go back to that 6. Okay, right there. Got a nice little like swing and bounce. I love lines that you can kind of like scat to or something like that. Now, the next part is kind of crucial what finger I use. So I slide down with my ring finger, and the reason I do that is because it's setting me up for the next part. So I slide down. I'm not really starting from anywhere, I just start sliding. I guess you could aim for 7. 7 down to 5. Okay. I slide down to 5, pull off the 3, then I go to 5 on the D. Now I'm gonna get that major third here again. I'm gonna go 3 to 4 on the G. Okay. Okay. Now I go back to this 5 on the D, then I go to 5 on the A. Kind of roll my finger there. Now I'm gonna go back to the D string, 3 to 5. Okay. Okay, so we have this much. Now I'm going to go back to 3 on the D. Now here we start adding more of these kind of chromaticized notes, but I'm actually just adding my flat 5. So I'm going to go 5, 4, 3 on the A, back to 4, back to 5. So, okay, so we have. Now after we do that 3, 4, 5 again, sorry. I'm going to go to 5 on the D. Now I use my middle finger. Because then when I go to the G, I'm going to go 3, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. So we got that much. And then here on the B string, we're going to go 3, 5, 6. Then I'm going to go 5, 7, 6. Sorry, playing out of the key of G is messing with me. Okay, so we ended there. Then I slide from that 7 up to 8, getting my root note there. Then I'm going to go to 3, and I slide all the way up to 15. Back down to 3. Oh, sorry. Do that again, and then I slide back up here and I go. And this is just simply I'm holding down, kind of out of box 1 of our G minor pentatonic up here. I'm going to go to, 18 on the B, and then 15 on the high string. Now I play both those together. Then I go to 17 and 15. So all together nice and slow. Get the gist of it. It's just a cool one. I like the bounce and vibe of it. It is smoking hot in here, so I'm gonna send it back over to David because, I'm getting tired. So thank you again, David, and thank you guys all for checking this out. So back over to David.
Make sure you check out Robert's video, which I'm going to link somewhere here at the end and in the description as well. And in that video, you're going to see my 5th favorite lick, and Robert is going to share 4 of his favorite lick. It's kind of cool because Robert has a different way of playing, and you can see what can be done over this backing track, which you can get for free, along with the tabs of the 5 licks that you saw in this video. All that is below. Just follow that link into your best email address, and we'll be sending you that right away. And if this was your first visit here, thank you for stopping by. Check out more videos. You should subscribe, because every week 3 videos like this one come out helping guitar players like all of us find our unique voice, what makes us unique, develop that voice, and apply it on the instruments to tell our own personal musical story. Thanks so much for watching this. Practice well, and I'll see you next time.